Hello, thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to talk about the importance of PR in war and in business. This is the first time I'm doing this video. Hopefully, if it's successful, if you guys like it, we can have ongoing commentary and discussions about what's going on in the world and how that relates and teaches us valuable lessons in marketing and PR, which is my field of expertise. A few weeks ago, President Joe Biden embarked on a well-publicized travel to Ukraine. He met and stood side by side President Zelensky of Ukraine, just short of a one-year anniversary of the war in Ukraine, the Russian-Ukraine war. When the war started about a year ago, I thought that, although well-intentioned, President Zelensky was an idealist. I thought that in a matter of weeks, the country would be taken over and he would be imprisoned or killed. Things have turned out much differently. Now, many experts, many military experts believe that Russia will never be able to win this war. And the best it can hope for is a negotiated solution where it gets to keep its region, its territory that it conquered or it took over before the war, the Donbas region. How did we get here? So this is the story of David and Goliath. President Zelensky, after the war started, he knew how to work with media, how to communicate, because he was an actor, a comedian. He invited the Western media, CNN, Sky News, 60 Minutes. He had an interview with David Letterman and his Netflix series. He invited them to his undisclosed location, a bunker in Kiev. He was always wearing a military uniform, unshaven, with visible signs of lack of sleep for days. But he was very energetic and very inspirational, communicating, asking for support, communicating the importance of for the Ukrainian people to obtain support. Soon after, many celebrities, influencers, and average citizens were showing their support for Ukraine with Ukrainian flags and asking for donations for the Ukrainian people. Various governments around the world were sympathetic and responsive. Zelensky was invited to speak at the US Congress, the European Union, the British Parliament, the Canadian Parliament, and these translated into massive support, billions of dollars in support and ammunition and weapons to Ukraine. So on one side, you had the president of Russia. You had Vladimir Putin, a man that symbolizes power. He's been shown before as a man who practices martial arts, riding horses shirtless. On another hand, we had a comedian, actor. And despite Russia having its tremendous military power, probably the second or third most powerful military in the world, situation is not looking very good for Russia. Between the former KGB man and the former comedian, the world chose the comedian. I'll leave you with this quote before I wrap it up. When the war started, the United States offered to take Zelensky out of Ukraine. Zelensky's response was, "The fight is here. I need ammunition, not a ride." What would have happened if the Ukrainians would have had a leader that would have left, just like the Afghans did when the Taliban came to Afghanistan? President Ghani of Afghanistan in 2020 left the country. I'm not a military expert, but I do work with business leaders, heads of organizations, advising them on the importance of their communication. And Mr. CEO, Miss CEO, understand that your employees, your customers, they are your troops that you have to mobilize. Your emails, your tweets, your posts, what you say and how you say it at town hall meetings, in media interviews, those are your weapons. Those are your Black Hawk helicopters, your missiles. So understand that just like in war, there are battles in business, and understand the importance of communication to win war and to win business. I'm Juan Lezama. Thank you for joining.